up, YouTube? So today, R6 Champion is going to teach you how to play Rainbow Six Siege properly in Rank 2.0. I see too many people in this new ranked mode that have no idea how to play the game. They just run in and play it like COD. And I'm here today to show you how to get better at the game and play the game properly so you can win more ranked matches and finally get champion. So without further ado, tip number one, gotta be crosshair placement. There's nothing more important about aiming than your crosshair placement. Now, crosshair placement is important because it simplifies the game. It simplifies the game from a run and gun COD game to a more methodical kind of, FPS shooter. You can be bolo, but if you're peeking a door like this, you're not gonna kill anybody. No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. The right way to peek a door frame, or any angle as a matter of fact, would be to keep your reticle head level. Always want to aim head level. You want to be as close to the door frame as possible without actually aiming at the door frame. The way I like to practice this is just by walking through maps, just like a bot. Just head level, reticle around the door, reticle on door frame, make some weird movements with yourself, strafe side to side. And then you can even do it hip firing too. Now with the cool thing, console, they just added hip leaning, so a lot of the times you may not be ADSing, so sometimes I like to practice hip firing as well. So I just walk around the map, try to keep the center of that crosshair on that same spot of the door frame. Guarantee you will see instant improvement the second you start focusing on that.
5 seconds remaining.
Tip number 2, recoil control. Now recoil control is another huge factor of your aim that will take you to the next level. So recoil control is gonna benefit you when pre-firing, holding tight angles, and just in general in the game and trying to get kills. Let's say if you're pixel peeking someone and there's a guy down over there, right? Say down over there. So if I'm holding this angle and I see a guy peeking me and I want to pre-fire him, I don't want to just that's not very effective. I'm not getting many shots down there and he can easily pre-fire me. I want to full auto it. You know what I mean? You want to send as many rounds down in that gap as possible, right? Okay, crouching, whatever, you know what I mean? So you want to be able to control that recoil and be able to just full auto in any tight angle. I'll show you guys a clip of me in game using this.
Dude.
And it did.
Okay, one study or laying down a map.
Stuck as far.
Last stop.
So now what you're going to want to do to practice this, I just like to hop in the shooting range. You go to options and you just go down to the bottom. I like maximum round duration, gives you more time, and just turn on infinite magazine ammo. Now what this is going to do is make you not have to reload, so I can just click begin, don't forget that, and I just aim at the spot and just shoot. You never have to reload, just pull down, learn the recoil, I see it's kicking to the left, right a little bit, maybe I'll pull down to the left a bit, and eventually you're going to find a neutral spot, a spot where that gun is not moving at all. And you make that into muscle memory. And then once you're done practicing all of that and you think you got it pretty under control, now I actually play the shooting range. So now I'll just aim for their heads and just send a couple extra rounds down there. I mean, kill them and just hold it. Every time, just hold it. That's going to be a huge part in ranking up. Tip number 3, movement. Now movement on controller should be pretty easy. It shouldn't be very difficult as you have free 360 degree motion. Free 360 degree motion. That was sus. Don't be weird. So if you watch any upper level player peek, they quick peek a lot. Especially now in this current meta, quick peeking is very, very viable and very, very helpful. So if you know that there's going to be somebody possibly peeking here, maybe you don't know, and maybe you want to find out, you'll do like this is what I like to call an intel quick peek. You're not peeking to kill him. You're peeking just to see if he's there. So I want to, right? I'm just like to crouch too, throw a little extra movement in there, you know. So I see it. So then maybe one round he's not there, right? And then say the next round I'm like, okay, maybe he's there. Now he's dead. Now when I'm doing these quick peeks, you notice how I'm not sitting at the same height. I'm down, up, fake prone, up, down, up, down. I'm changing up my heights. I'm trying to be unpredictable. Now say that door's open and he can peek at any height and kill me. And I quick peek and he's right there. His head is right there. He's standing up. And I see him he's gonna start pre-firing head level. I'm just gonna crouch under his shots and one tap him. He's dead. It's not even a challenge, right? Now I'll show you guys some in-game clips of me doing this and show you how useful it is. Tip number 4 is gonna be stick control. What do I mean by stick control? I mean the very, very micro movements that you make with your joystick when you're a far distance away from somebody. There's a player back there and he ends up being here. I'm talking about a flick like this, right here, you know, very, very small movements. So that can be difficult for a lot of players, especially as high sensitivity players. And the best way to improve this is to stop freaking out when somebody is not exactly where you're aiming. Now a really good way to work on this is to find a very, very far area where you can set up 2 bullet shots, maybe of different vertical heights, and to just go back and forth between them. Try to shoot the exact dot. Just go back and forth and continue getting faster and faster, and just try to keep that bullet spread as close as possible. Now watch, when I walk up, now my aim feels a lot better. I can pretty accurately, continuously go back and forth. You start to practice that in all different scenarios, you're gonna feel like Bolo. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel like Bolo. Don't let it get to you though. Don't try to play like Bolo, because you're not Bolo. You're not Bolo. You're not Bolo. Every kid on my ranked team is also not Bolo. To all the people who I solo queue and get on my team, you're not Bolo! The next thing you can do to take your aim to the next level is going to be practicing your tracking on moving opponents. So what you're going to want to do is go into a shooting range and go to options, and you're going to change the target move speed to random. You could do sprint, run, walk, but ideally I like random because you can track all kinds of distances. But if you struggle with, for instance, sprinting, do sprint. If you struggle with walking, do walking. I'm not even going to shoot anyone yet. First thing I'm going to do is going to look at their heads. Just follow their head. And now look at the guy sprinting. This one might be a little harder. Just keep doing that. And once you feel comfortable and you think you're ready, now I want you to start trying to track them and just shooting 1 bullet at each opponent. Since your crosshair should be on their head at all times, all you should need is a singular bullet to kill them. Now once you're feeling good with that, you can move up to the next step. This one's going to be pretty hard, especially controller. You can try to just flick to their heads while quickly aiming in.